Hello. I think this is working. I might be incorrect though. Is it? Oh, it is. Hey. Alright, hello everybody. Nice to see you. As you can see, it's very early in the morning currently. But, as you may know, I don't care. And, as you also know, I like art. And what you may also know, if you're watching this live, or anytime close to the time this comes out, you know that, that I haven't made a video in forever. I uploaded the Grand Theft Auto one earlier today, so I don't have to, I am covered for a little bit, as you can see right here, from like an hour ago. But here's some stream. But I'm going to show you my little process for making a Super Mario 64 thumbnail. I already have many templates and all kinds of things, as you can see over here, but I'm going to use my most recent one, which would be something, I don't know. My chair is broken, so sorry about the things in the background. That would be this one. This is my most recent thumbnail. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. I pay attention to much detail and stuff, even if you can't see it because it's like zoomed out, just keep in mind that I am, like I do my best with this. So, yeah. I try very hard for you guys. So what we do is that we take our last batch of thumbnail and we just erase all of the unimportant parts. That's all the stuff we're changing. And I know I'm doing this in MS Paint. It's just very easy to use, and I'm very used to using it. But as you can see, I'm very good at using MS Paint. So, yeah. First thing we do, this is going to be part 17. So first thing we're going to do is open up this thing, which I already have. And this is the little template thing from the internet. So I just copy this. Oh, which episode is this? This is 17. So what we just do is we paste that. We take the number 1, copy it, go back, paste. Alright. And then we go back here again, copy, and paste. And we just get our next thing. I keep forgetting what number this is. How many videos have I made so far? 17. Jesus Christ. I've actually already made over 50. It's just I don't upload them for forever, What the hell is I doing again? Oh, right. What was it again? Fuck. 17. Alright. So we take our 7, copy, and then paste. Sometimes we make it lower, sometimes we make it higher, Depends on how we want to attract them. So we want to go down, lower, like that. So it looks a little kooky, So that's our main thing. That's our main focus. That's how we do our things sometimes. And now we make the actual part itself. Now, what I want to do for this episode, because it has to do with Goombas and stuff and all kinds of things. I don't know what I'm going to title it, but, So we're going to look up Goomba Model 64. I already looked it up for another thing. It was a scrap thumbnail, so I already have the thing popped up in the Google bar. And we should find a front-facing image of the Super Mario 64 Goomba model. I can't find it. Where the hell is it? That's it. No, wait, here's one. That works. So we copy and we paste. And because of how big this is, we make it smaller. Yo. So next we draw the me. There's several different ways to draw me, and everything. But I usually draw myself different for every kind of thumbnail, But with the Mario 64, I've kept it very consistent with how I do it. So, well, I'm not very angry in this episode. So I'm making myself a smiling me. To reflect the inside of the episode itself. I messed that up. So what we start is we make a C, alright? That's how I start every single time I draw all these thumbnails. We make a C. We zoom in. And we make another C. And don't be afraid to fuck up, because it happens. Trust me when I say it happens. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try it again. This may take several hours. That's why it takes so long to make these episodes, because it's a custom thumbnail with every single episode, and I usually make it like as I'm uploading the episode. So that's why they take so long, because I'm doing so much schoolwork, you know? Like, there's an unbelievable amount of schoolwork I have to do, and just, like, there's a million things I have to do in my life, on top of no free time, and I have no time to make thumbnails, you know? Because I don't have money to pay someone to do this. And even if I did, I'm assuming they probably wouldn't do it the way I wanted it to. And they do their own thing, which I don't want to do, so. Yeah. So we'll make that a little bit bigger. We're going to do that, we push it out a little bit. And then we're just going to make a small little smile. That's terrible. I'm going to try that again. Small little smile. That is terrible. I'll see, this is what happens sometimes. We're going to delete it, and we're going to try again. Sometimes it takes several times. Sometimes you make it bigger, sometimes you have to make it smaller. It just depends. God damn it, I keep messing up the second. That's... Eat it. So, we'll try it again. God fucking... come on. Let's try that again. Now do you guys see why I get frustrated when you guys don't watch my videos? Subscribe. Do it now. You better subscribe. Alright, cool. Everything's caught up. I'm just making sure. You better be. We're just shortening that down a bit. I'm like the angry Bob Ross right now. I'm not good at painting, but you know, it's like a podcast kind of. Also, ignore the gigantic sounds in the background. My chair is broken. It's the back. I shouldn't be able to take it off with just my hands. So, yeah. Not fun. I gotta get a new chair. I was gonna get a really nice chair from IKEA, and then my mom was like, "Hey, I found this at a garage sale for free. Oh, I wonder why it's free." And she didn't want to give me the one from IKEA, so I'm stuck with this leather one, which wouldn't be a problem, but it has no back support and it's always broken. So thanks. That's my life. Penis. Alright. You get frustrated sometimes. It's okay to be frustrated. Especially in the world of digital art. Because, well, you never know what might happen. It might be a glitch. It might be a crash. It might be Windows update in the middle of the thing, which completely like exits out of your thing and waits for you to like update your PC. For no reason, even though it's completely up to date. It may be a whole plethora of things. And, we just gotta deal with it sometimes. See, I'm not sure. I don't like the overbite, so I'm just gonna do a normal. Now, do we like that? We zoom out and we see. Do we like the proportions? Can we get a nice image in our head of what this is gonna look like? The answer is no, we cannot. So we're gonna try again. Yeah, we're gonna try that again. We can keep the left eye though, since we got that good. Just gotta make the proportions much bigger. Sometimes you can make noses like this. It's not. It doesn't hurt to try. I don't personally do that, so we're just gonna leave it how it is. But I am gonna put a little thing like this because it's just cool. And we're gonna do. I messed that up. Hold on. We're gonna make another one of these. Yeah. And then we just close up the gaps. See, we have a nice image in our mind of what this is going to look like. So now we're going to make ourselves a small smile, not a very big smile. See, that's too big. That's too small. You can never be happy with it, but that's okay. Sometimes we make things we're not happy with. It's a life lesson that everyone should learn. See, I'm also not happy about the size of this nose, so I'm going to redraw that again too. Better. There we go. We got ourselves a nice face, nice and proportionate. We're gonna move our little Goomba friend over here to the right. Uh-oh. We didn't mean to do that. We'll move our little Goomba friend to the right so we can put our face up to the point where we want it to be. Now is the features. I always start with the just the not the aging, more like the depression scars. They just go around here, little bags under my eyes showing that I'm very tired. I do this with pretty much a whole lot of my characters, including almost every drawing of myself, especially in states of worry. So I don't like that. I don't like the second one, so we're gonna get rid of that. And we're gonna redraw the bottom one over here too, to just be small. Next are the eyes. We're gonna have our little Aaron over here looking down at the Goomba on the floor. So we draw ourselves a little eye. And sometimes it's really hard to nail it, like you can nail it first the time, but it's kind of hard to get it a second time. I get that. So what I do sometimes is I copy and I paste it. So you can get a good, even thing. And if it doesn't work out the way you planned, that's alright too. You can't blame yourself for that. I fucked that up. I gotta zoom in. You see, sometimes we need it to be around this area right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to see exactly where it goes. Leave it like that. But see how it's like up higher? What we're going to do is we're going to take this tool right here, and we're going to take our entire eye and make it just a bit lower. And that can even out the entire face. Looking at the mouth again, I don't like it all that much, so I'm going to redraw it again. Switch with the eyes. There we go. Next is the facial features. Well, not facial features, but like the face itself. Usually hair. I do the eyebrows last for the face. So we're gonna move our head a little bit more over here, just so I can get more of a view and see exactly where I want it to be. What I always do is I try to like scope out exactly what I want to look like before I draw it. so I can see exactly what I'm doing and see if I messed up, what areas I messed up, what I had to redraw. And like I said, sometimes it takes several times. It just depends. So next was how I always draw. I've always drawn this part. We're not going to put any eyelids on. This is usually the part where I put the eyelids on if I'm going to do that. But with this specific thumbnail, we're not going to do that. So next is the ear. Just a small little ear shape. It goes in and then goes up, as you can see. And then we take this part right here, go down a little bit, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, to the left again, to the left again, and then down, 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 down. Sometimes we really redraw that. It happens every once in a while. But I think that looks fine. Do two things. So we're just going to get ourselves a little rough draft. Not exactly what it's going to look like in the end, but see exactly if the proportions work. Which it does not. Not really noticeable when you do that, but we're going to redraw the that hair part. It's a process. Sometimes if you want to get more detail in there, you got to go to a smaller brush size. So you don't want ruining anything. Like your life. But sometimes you just gotta do it again and again and again. It just depends. See, I like that. That's what I like. See, sometimes it's really good to just redraw. Because you never know when it might come in handy. Oh, shit. Well, I want to make that one white. Alright. We're just fixing up our thing. There you go. And so that's a pretty good sideburn hairpiece. So I like that a lot. I'm now noticing that it's kind of like that, so we're gonna make our head a little bit lower. Not a bitch. Just a bit, so I'm gonna say. And we're gonna go and we're gonna take this up, over. See, I don't like that. I don't like this area right here. So we're going to redraw that again. I think it's coming along very well, though. I think it's coming along just good. So that's a little bit square. That might be our downfall, but you don't know until you finish drawing. See, do we like that? That's the question. We do, but it could be better. So we're going to draw it again. It's just a process. Trust me when I say I know this. I know I'm 14, and I know that there's definitely people who know more about this than I do. But I have a lot of experience, though, with it. So I have some credibility in that. See, this is what we like. We like this. This is what we were trying to get for. So now we go underneath the earlobe, and we just connect the chin. Wow, I made myself a little bit fat, so I might have to do this again. I am pretty much this fat in real life, but I don't like my drawings being fat either. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I'm very circular. So we're going to do that again. Sometimes we got to get closer. Like that. Boom. We like that. Now I know you might be thinking it looks naked, doesn't it? It looks kind of weird, and that's because it's missing eyebrows. Now the expression that this is just happy, I guess. Glad to see a wild Goomba in the wild. which is an Italian racial slur. Don't know why they use that for an enemy name, but okay, whatever. But we are gonna do this. So we take our stuff and we make it just around this area right here. And that look a little bit angry. And the reason I don't have bushy eyebrows, but the reason I make it so thick is because it's pretty hard to see eyebrows against, like, from a very far distance on YouTube. The way that it formats the thumbnails and shows it to you and everything, and plus against the dark blue of my hair, it's really hard to see the eyebrows sometimes, and it makes it look really wrong. Like the part 4 video, like the Smart 64 part 4. If you look at that, you can't even notice my eyebrows. They're there, and it brings the whole image apart, but you can't see it, you know. So I like that. Usually the outline looks a lot better than the final product. That happens sometimes too. Something that also happens, I don't understand how, is how that happened right here. I really don't know how that happened. Oh crap. No one's up currently. I have school at 11:07, so I can actually stay up for a bit. For once. Which I don't ever get to do anymore. So next is just the rest of the outline for myself, which is pretty easy, self-explanatory. Do a little shape like this. Go up. We go over. And that's usually how we draw a neck. We like that. I keep saying we like that because I'm talking to you, the viewer, too. But I like that, and I think that's good. I don't think I like the hood shape, though, so I'm going to see if I can redraw. I'm going to redraw that. It looks too short. That's too square. Just right. When we're done with this video, be sure to check out part 17 when it comes out tomorrow. Yeah. Just be sure to watch the video, because I work very hard on these, as you can tell. I don't know how long the stream's going to be, but however long it is, that's how long it took to make this just thumbnail alone. Imagine everything else, recording it, getting the the microphone in this situation, this storage, and I gotta make sure I don't have any copyright claim stuff, and just so what, I can get like 3 views. Yeah, it happens a lot, and I'm not trying to complain. I'm really not. I love doing this. It's my hobby, but I do think I deserve a little bit more recognition for 5 years of work like this, for almost nothing to show for it. And I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt at all, but I'd appreciate it if that was a possibility, just to get recognized by more people. You know, I mean, I got friends who almost reached 200, which is, I guess, good. And they stopped too because people stopped watching or whatever. But I also have other friends that have like thousands, you know. Not gonna just disclose who they are, but I know people who have thousands of subscribers and stuff, and they do the same thing I do, or they've done it for way less than I do. Sometimes they put in even less effort and stuff. Sometimes they just put a little thing in there, and I understand that it's content, and I do think some of you enjoy this. I hope. If not, you can just tell me. If you aren't enjoying any of these videos, please tell me and tell me what you would like to see me do, because I'm here to please you people. That's what I do. That's what I want to do. So. I'm pretty sure this is the earliest I've ever made a video. That's a lie. Never mind. I was about to say. Because I did many Super Mario 64 episodes super duper early in the morning. I mean, like 5 in the morning before. So yeah, I take that back. This is not my earliest video. Earliest live stream though, to be sure. So I'm happy with that little me in there. And we're gonna save as line duh. Yeah. I have tons of stuff I just save. So yep. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this. Just so I can have a little step-by-step process here. Find it, put it back in here again. Now it's time for the Goomba. As you've seen in a couple other videos, like the eel and stuff, I actually hand draw the Mario 64 things, which can look good and bad. Like in Mario's case, it usually looks bad, but in Bowser and the eel's case, it looks pretty good. You know, so it just depends. We're gonna see how well I can do Goomba though. That's what we're doing right now. He's pissed. This Goomba is pissed. So I take that. Make that again. Where I rotate it horizontally. And then do that. And what we can do is that we can do that, but as you can see, it looks kind of angry. So we're gonna just take this part right here and just whoop, and just zoop, boop. And we got ourselves some 2 angry eyeballs. Next, we separate the 2. Create our first little shape. Well, a good idea to do is start right here. So that's where it overlaps. And that looks pretty good. Next is the eyebrow. I think that looks like a Goomba eyebrow. He sure as hell looks pissed. I'll give him that. And you know what? I don't want to do the work again, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take this, cross this part out right here, take it, copy it, paste it, horizontal it, cover it, take it, make a close little snippet behind there, and we can just see it come together right now over me. Boom. Our Goomba's looking sick and healthy, and not like a psychopath with giant eyebrows. He's looking nice. It's okay to do some cheating in art, just as long as it's not plagiarism, I guess. It's okay to cheat off your own art. We try our best, and sometimes not good enough. Just taking inspiration off the image to my right. It's weird how much the Goomba has changed in like design, honestly. I might be doing a little bit of more. I might be doing a bit more cheating with this in a second, just depending on how this goes. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do another little trick I have of mine. And that's this. Copy it, paste it, horizontal it, and just voila. Bam. I think that looks pretty good, don't you think? I think it needs a little stretch, so we're going to stretch it out and see how well it works. Nah. I'll bring it back. Yeah. But we are going to bring it down a little bit lower, though. Or higher, whatever. Just see what looks better. Boom. Got the first part of our Goomba here. Next is the angles. We don't like angles too much because angles are kind of hard to draw. You know? Like, just like, Super Mario 64 angles, you know? Just seeing all this working, that's all. Sorry. How well is this? Huh. Well. Oh, thank you, the Call of Duty Black Ops kid. I wasn't expecting you to be up at 3:15 in the morning, but thank you. Here, hey. OG. Thanks. Had it in my day, actually. Anyways, it's always nice to get viewers. You know? I do this a whole lot, and just... it's nice. It's real nice to do. Thank you, Call of Duty Black Ops kid. I appreciate it. Alright. You should go subscribe to him. He makes a bunch of tech reviews and Call of Duty videos. You know, he did a Minecraft Steven Smash stream earlier today. I actually watched like an hour of it before I went to and have dinner and stuff. It was pretty good. It was a good stream. It was pretty funny. But we're going to do our little angles. We're going to go over here and just create another... I don't know why I said I don't know why my mind immediately went to incision. We're not making incisions into this Goomba, sorry. But we are going to be doing some angles. Sometimes they're just proportionate. So, I just got to angle it up a bit. Boom. Alright. Next is this little curve. So we do that. We can just do that. Boom. And next we can just do this. Do that again. Oops. Just do that a bit. And we can just continue with the rest of the Goomba. Yeah, my streams actually seem to get a handful of views. I don't know. Something about being like in like the stream, I don't know, gives people a certain sense of pride or something. Because they were there. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I like streams. I don't do very many of them, but when I do, I usually go all out on them. Oh no. So we're doing another thing like this. Thing like that. Just gonna connect the two parts. And boom, there's the base of our gumba. A gumba. There's the base of our gumba. I think he's looking pretty sexy, don't you think? That came out very wrong. You know what I meant. He's looking good. So we're gonna do our thing right here. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Sorry again if my microphone isn't working properly. I said it in the Grand Theft Auto video too, but if you're just watching this just now, I guess I'll just say this again. I'm getting a new microphone. It's coming in the mail in like 3 days. So yeah, just hang on a bit. All right. So now is the time for coloring. We have the base of our thumbnail right here. It's looking pretty good. I like it a whole lot. So now that we got that, we're gonna do the Goomba first. Just I think it's gonna be a bit easier. Well, not easier, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna color in the shoes first, because that's the last part I made. And we're gonna take this tool right here, and just go over the parts that are like seeping through. This kind of sounds like an art tutorial a little bit. It's not supposed to be, but you could follow it as a tutorial if you want to. This is how I make every one of my thumbnails for the Mario 64 series. So, yeah. Next is the body. Boom. Now I want it to be a little bit lighter than that, so we're going to just make it up a bit. Boom. Next is the face. Take that, put it there. Boom. There's a Goomba. There's our Goomba, looking all nice as ever. Have a glorious time in his little light. And this is where things get complicated. So now we're gonna hit select all, copy, and then we're gonna exit out of MS Paint. Now we're gonna go here, paste it back in, and so we can go right here. Now the reason I did this is because now my custom colors tablet right here is empty. So I can just go and do this. Find my first video, my first one. Take a look at that, and take the separate colors from it. This is the color palette for the Super Aaron character. As you can see, I know you can't see this in many of my videos, you know, because of how far away it is. But I do different shadings. I do all kinds of different stuff. There's all kinds of like different things in here that you probably don't even notice. I work very hard on these, and even if you can't see them, I still very much enjoy doing it. So this is how we go first. We do the main color for the blue hair, customize it. Secondary color for the blue hair. Main color for the sideburn hair. And secondary color for the side hair. We don't have to do the skin color because it's usually either just a normal skin color or a little bit lighter variation of it. Next is the main shadow. The hoodie shadow. The pants color. That's the wrong button. And the pants light shade, you know what I mean? So we hit back, and it reveals our latest piece. And we can just take our main color, take our main color, take our main color, and then there's the little basis. Oh, and take our main color. And well, let's see how dark it is. That's good enough, I guess. It kind of just depends on how large the image is. Sometimes if you make it very small, it makes it look like a tan, kind of. I don't know why. It's like a weird like trick on the mind, I guess. So I usually make it lighter for like when I do that and stuff. But right now it's really good. So I don't need to change anything about it. I made a mistake just now. But I can just go ahead and boom. Even though I made a mistake at the eye, I can just cut that out. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go ahead and just cover this area right here. And now that we got that part covered, we're going to just boom that, and that looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Just make sure no one else is just doing this right now. Wow, this is actually looking pretty good that it's like actually live and working properly. So now that we're back here, we've been working on this for almost an hour now. It's closing time for it. It usually takes about an hour. It takes about an hour a thumbnail. We take our little paintbrush thing. Well, not paintbrush. Yeah, our pencil. Color in a little area right here. Fill that part in. Usually the only part I need for the actual skin shadow. Sometimes other times, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't happen very much. We take our part down here and outline the shadow where our head would be reflecting against it. Color that in. Sometimes you need to do the down here parts, so we're going to do that real quick too because I don't like it very much. Just like this. Color it in. Yep. Down to the bottom. We take our light shade for the pants and just cut it across a little bit. Just depends on angle. And bucket tool. And there we have it. That's how I make my thumbnails, usually. Sometimes it takes more process. Sometimes it takes a much longer. And this probably isn't going to be even the last revision of this thumbnail. Sometimes I take it, don't like it very much. I take it back to the workshop, redraw it, or do something with it, you know. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not too happy about the other arm on the me, but I think I'm fine enough with it to let it slide this time. You know what I don't like, though? I don't like the placement of this Goomba. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to take this tool right here, select them in this, and I'm going to move them a bit more to the side over here to match with like the eye line. Right about here. And that's how you do it. Thank you to everyone who watched this live stream. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. I guess I'll be talking to you guys in the future, and stay tuned to watch Super Mario 64 Part 17 tomorrow at approximately whenever I get up and feel like doing it. So, thanks everybody. Hope to see you guys in the future. Go stay tuned for more gameplay videos. I'm getting that new microphone. It's going to be sick, and I'm probably going to make a little review of it depending on how well it is. I looked at the reviews and they said it was loud and clear, and it's a really cheap microphone, so you never know. I think it looks and sounds pretty good from what I heard, you know, but you never know. It just depends on each person's PC or whatever. But mine is, my PC is really good, actually, because it's like a gaming PC with like a new monitor and everything, and so the microphone should be working pretty good. As you can see, excellent condition with this stuff, so I mean, yeah, it's working pretty good, like my computer. So that microphone's gonna be sick. And that's like the last piece to the puzzle, really. Everything else is sick. Alright, well, I got about 30 minutes before I go to bed to go to school tomorrow. So, thank you to everyone who watched this video. And, I hope to see you guys in the future. Bye, guys.